A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. It's the USF Bulls and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the USF head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Razorbacks offense will get the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing the defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. The Razorbacks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Going for the marker on the ground. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a run.
The give is to Smith. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside. It's Isaac. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. There's a crease. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Odom. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls! He got it, beat down in bounds.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get it through the air. A spectacular one-hand grab. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Quick strike complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And they get another 1st down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get 1st downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The run inside. It's Russell. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they're after him. And the pass was broken up, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He got loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Might as well give it to him again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Caught over the middle. It's Odom. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quick release on the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Field goal is good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Taken in by Smith on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. What a grab with one hand. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He's going to take off.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Bulls use their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll take it himself. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. Timeout now called by USF, and that's their final one. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play.
Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Arkansas!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. The give on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defense...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The give on the counter. Spins away from the defender. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up 4th, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations, so I think you could get a good chunk play.
Going for the big play. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of...
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Got his man on the outside. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Running inside, it's Smith. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Got a man, it's Russell. Just plowing ahead. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Trying to run, it's Russell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. On the move to his left. Breaks into the open. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Rush is on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The run inside. It's Isaac. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to the well. Maybe some room here. Lowers those pads. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Myers on the move. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Using his legs, it's Isaac. Fights off a defender. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Rides to back and leaves it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Tie ball game here in the fourth.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Turning it on! And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Jackson will throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Finding an escape route. Made a defender miss. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
Right on the money. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
That's a huge score for this offense, and as a head coach, you love to see your team respond. Obviously, your defense gives up a field goal on the last possession to tie the game. Offense doesn't even flinch. You come out on the field, you execute, you march it down the field, score a touchdown, and you punctuate that drive, retaking the lead and putting all of the pressure back on your opponent.
This USF offense will open this drive right here. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Running inside, it's Isaac. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Runs through the tackle. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. The Bulls use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Let's see what they have in the bag on third and short from their own 18. They'll try to bully their way for the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. Now USC will call its third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? It's complete on the right side. Smashes through the tackle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You've got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
The run inside. It's Isaac. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air, it's Van Buren. Using his feet to buy time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job closing in on him and getting him on the ground.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Flips it out on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Forced out of the pocket. And it slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Wants to pass. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And the Razorbacks will try to run out the clock in the final minute. On the move, it's Russell. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the